So now I am discussing about the golden rule of accounts. And the golden rule of accounts is also called the rule of debit and credit. So under this rule of debit and credit, so we can easily identify or easily classify the which one is debit and which one is credit. So at first I am going to the rules of debit and credit. So we know that there is a three part of account: nominal account, real account and the personal account. So under the nominal account we know the all expenses and losses and all incomes and gains, the two component are there. So the all expenses and losses will be debit under the rule of debit and credit, and the all expenses and losses will be credit. Similarly, in the case of the real account, what comes in debit and what goes out is credit. Clear? What comes in means asset comes in, goes out means asset goes out. Next is the personal account. In the case of personal account, the rule of debit and credit is the receiver is debit and the giver is credit. So in short, in the nominal account, all expenses and losses will be debit, all incomes and gains will be credit. What comes in debit, what goes out credit, receiver is debit and the giver is credit. Now see, I have taken the four example for explain this the rule of debit and credit. First example is the salary paid. So you know that salary paid is a nominal account. Why nominal account? Because this is the expenses. So in the case of number one, salary paid, so the salary account will be debit and the cash account will be credit. Why? Because salary is a nominal account and we know that in the case of nominal account all expenses losses debit, and the cash is a real account, is a asset and the cash is going outside. So that is why cash is credit. Clear on this part? Number two, cash paid to Ram. This is the entry of cash paid to Ram. If you paid cash paid to Ram, then your cash is going outside. And the Ram will be the receiver of money. So that is why the Ram account will be debit. Why? The Ram is a receiver. Clear? Ram is a receiver of money. And why cash is credit? Because cash is going outside. So cash account is credit. Why? Because cash is going outside. So that is why the cash is credit. So the next is the third. So third question is machinery purchased. If you purchase machinery, then your assets comes in the business. So that is why machinery account debit. And if you purchase machinery, then your money will be going outside. So that is why the cash will be, so cash account will be credit. So machinery account why debit? Because this is the assets and assets comes in the business. And why cash is credit? Because cash is going outside. So that is why cash is credit. Now is the commission received. Fourth part is the commission received. So if you received commission, then definitely your money comes in your pocket. Okay. So that is why cash account will be debit and your income is commission. So that is why the commission is commission will be credit, because commission is a income. Clear? And cash comes in. Cash comes in. So we know that in the case of real account, when cash comes in or what comes in, it will be debit. So that is why cash account debit means comes in, and commission is credit because commission is income. Next is question number 5. In the case of question number 5, what is the question? The goods purchased. Question number 5. If we purchase goods, so we know that purchase is expenses. So that is why purchase account will be debit. And if you purchase goods, then your money will be goes out. So that is why cash is credit. Because money is goes out, and the purchase is a expenses. And it's a nominal account. So we know that in the case of nominal account, all expenses, losses will be debit. So that is why purchase account debit. And cash is going outside. That is why cash is credit. Next is amount brought in by X as capital. Brought in by X. What does it mean? So X is the owner of the business. Okay. So think about this transaction from the point of view of the business. So when cash comes in into the business, so cash comes in, that is why the cash account will be debit, because if X brought in money into the business as cash, as capital, so definitely cash comes in into the business, that is why cash account debit. And excess capital account is credit. Why excess capital account credit? Because X is the owner of the business and X is the giver of money to the business. So that is why excess capital account is credit. So these are the rules of the debit and credit of accounts. Clear? Next video you see, maybe probably I will give you some question, and I will discuss how you can analyze the debit and credit. Clear? Bye.